Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the live watch along for the Melbourne Derby, round 9 of the A-League Men's. Melbourne Victory currently sitting in third, Melbourne City in fourth. A lot of anticipation for this derby match. Obviously, it's a Melbourne Derby. We always love a good Melbourne Derby. But Patrick Kisnorbo, the now former Melbourne Victory coach, departing this past week. One of the biggest stories of the season so far, out of nowhere. Patrick Kisnorbo has departed the club, and obviously a former City head coach as well. So he has left the A-League. He's departed Melbourne Victory. A lot of a lot of people curious to see how Melbourne Victory will go in this game with that sudden departure. Will it really rattle the side? Obviously, they've been playing well so far. Melbourne Victory, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss up to this point. And they're coming up against the Melbourne City side, who I think are good. They've had some mixed form this season, but do have 4 wins from 7 games, which is good. They held Auckland FC to a draw last week as well. So I'm expecting an interesting match here. We look back to the Derby on 2, that incredible performance from Melbourne Victory, especially in the first half, where they just flew past Melbourne City. And it's going to be interesting to see how Melbourne City start this game. They can't start the same way because they will. We know Melbourne Victory have some quality players, especially in attack. And we'll talk about some of the lineups very, very shortly, and some sort of key battles across the park. And we'd love to hear from you guys as well, sort of who you're excited to see in this game. What's your prediction for this game as well? How do you think it's going to pan out? This feels relatively even, and not just saying that because these two teams are next to each other on the ladder. But it does feel that way heading into it. I feel like City, I feel like most people are probably tipping Victory. They have been stronger so far this season, but I think this feels like a situation where City might be able to grab a sneaky derby win here. Good to see you guys tuning into the live chat. Luke jumped in the chat. Luke Ultra, Luck Ultra said, "Go Victory! I'm going to the game." Hope you enjoy it, Luke there. And g'day to Val Hoon, who is not happy about Raw's defeat, which just wrapped up minutes ago. For those who missed it, we'll quickly have a look at the previous games this round, because I tell you what, there's a lot to talk about from the round already. Brisbane Raw, well, this isn't the right scoreline for whatever. This is coming from Google, and they haven't even updated it yet. Perth Glory have won 1-0. Who knows why that hasn't updated on Google? But Perth Glory have defeated Brisbane Roar 1-0, and surely it's time up for Ruben Zadkovic. It's Perth Glory's first win of the season. Obviously, Perth Glory have been pretty awful this season, and they've gone to Brisbane and got the win. Buddy here, g'day, says all for the Auckland, down for another just incredible scoreline from this round. 4-0 to Western United. Incredible. This for me is the biggest upset of the season. I don't think that's a ridiculous thing to say. Just a ridiculous result. I did not see this coming. Yeah, Western United got that 4-3 win against Sydney last week. That was a great result for them. Great result for Western. And traveling away to Auckland FC, was the Auckland home games, man, the way they feel like going Media Stadium, it's expected to sort of be the difficult one, the one that the away teams aren't meant to win. I got the sense that Auckland were going to be really strong at home this season, but my goodness me, Western 4, Auckland 0. I just have no words. I'm speechless. Danzaki, Botic, Ibasuki, Grimaldi. I mean, that's sort of that front 4, if you like, as well. Western United getting on the score sheet in this game. Just huge. Absolutely huge. So congratulations to West United. Auckland FC, I mean, Bud is talking about the potential downfall of Auckland. I mean, they have been held to their first loss here. First loss. Sam. G'day, Sam, in the live chat. Let's bring up Sam's comment. Sam says, I'm an Auckland fan, still back this team completely. Just unfortunately wasn't our day, and West United caught us by surprise. Will be interesting to see how we bounce back versus the Mariners next week. Yeah, look, and especially I'm very curious to see how we go this week. Monday, Mariners take on Macarthur away. We get a win in that game. We could head into the game against Auckland next week with a little bit of confidence. But my goodness, man, I mean, just what a result. What a crazy result. Hello to Victory Forever in the live chat as well. Owen is here. G'day, Owen. Wolfie's here as well. So, says speechless after watching Western United. And Nick's fan is here. Says, what a wonderful day. Of course, happy about Auckland FC losing. We are live here for the Melbourne Derby. Kickoff is not too far away. Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City. And hello to Editson in the chat saying I'm at the game right now. G'day to the Lim report. Says, hey, Auckland, don't feel too bad. It was due. Wellington fans can't gloat. We'll get whipped by Western Sydney Wanderers. I don't know. It's a tricky one to predict tomorrow. I did tip Wellington to win tomorrow against Wanderers, but hey, we'll see. Sydney FC comeback also. Crazy week. Yep, that's the other one as well. I mean, 3-3 draw last night. Douglas Costa. Huge performance. Huge performance. Douglas Costa, 2 goals and the assist for the late equalizer. Adelaide were good in the first half, man. Archie Goodwin with a couple of goals in this game. And it was 3-1. You felt like, okay, yep, Adelaide will run away with it. But wow, no, not at all. Not at all. Impressive. Very impressive from Sydney FC, the way they responded. Very impressive indeed. Wolfie with a question here. What are your thoughts? Do you see Wellington v Auckland? Can it be a genuine rivalry? Absolutely. I think it already is. I think we've already seen. I mean, just from the live chat here, we've got some Knicks fans jumping in saying how happy they are seeing Auckland lose a game. You know, I think the rivalry is already there for sure, man. Look, we've already had early on the season two derby matches, and both were felt like derby matches, man. They were tight, they were gritty, they were fiercely contested. Yeah, man. So I think the rivalry is well and truly there. So it's already been a dramatic round. Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City kicking off in just a moment. Having a look at the ladder and how it stands. Here it is, man. I mean, here it is. Victory City sitting there in the top 4. Victory in 3rd, City in 4th. So a win here for City could potentially bring them to 3rd over Victory. They will need a couple goals in order to do that. Auckland FC still top despite losing early today. Adelaide still sitting in a good position in 2nd place. A win for Victory tonight will bring them... well, dude, I'm just realising a win for Victory tonight, and that sends them top. Maths. A win for Victory tonight, and they do go top of the A-League men's ladder on goal difference, right? On goal difference. So their goal difference is above Auckland FC. We did see earlier today as well, Perth Glory defeating Brisbane Roar 1-0. So Glory finally get their first win in what feels like forever. And Brisbane Roar, well, they are well and truly struggling now. Without a win after 8 games, 2 draws, 6 losses, a loss at home against the worst team for the past couple of years in Perth Glory. If anyone, if Brisbane Roar, Brisbane Roar just have to let go of Ruben Zakovic. I mean, just for I think that'd be the right move for everyone. It's clearly not working out, and it's an unacceptable result for Brisbane Roar to lose like this at home to Perth Glory. This was the winnable game for Brisbane Roar today. If this was the winnable game, if Brisbane Roar aren't going to beat Perth Glory at home, they're not going to beat anyone this season. They have to part ways with Ruben Zakovic. It's clear as day. So that's just the reality now. That's the reality now for Brisbane Roar. All right, this game is kicking off shortly. Drop your predictions in the live chat. What are we saying here? Butter says, come on, Victory. Come on, Victory. So, in my predictions video that I put out earlier this week, I did tip City. I did tip Melbourne City. I just get the sense that, again, I don't know. It feels like it might be building to a City win here. Victory did have the bye last week. And I feel like the Kisnorbo departure might just be too much of a shake-up for them, man. But don't get me wrong. Victory, I think, will be very strong this season. But yeah. Sam says 2 on Victory, unfortunately. 2-2 says one Knicks fan. Yeah, I mean, this could easily end a draw as well. Wouldn't not be surprising. Justin says 3-2 City, which I think was my prediction as well. 3-2 to Melbourne City. Sam says, kind of shocked a Knicks fan is going for victory after what happened in May. Indeed. G'day, Blinkers. Good to see you here as well. Says, Brisbane have lots of good young players. Need an experienced manager, I reckon. Yeah, that might be the kind of guy they need, just someone with that experience just to settle the ship a little bit. And as you say there, Blinkers, a lot of good young players there. I mean, Jacob Brissett, again, coming off the bench was good. Young centre-back Lucas Harrington with a couple consecutive starts. Quinn McNichol as well. Tom Waddingham is still very, very young. It is a young team that Brisbane will have. They do have a few decent experienced players in there, but yeah, the fact that they haven't won a game yet, it doesn't feel right as well. Like Tom Waddingham, we've been talking positively about Waddingham, is sort of young Aussie striker who's been scoring a few goals this season. Jay O'Shea on his day is still one of the best players in the league. I think defensively, it's a bit of a shambles at the moment for Brisbane Roar. They might need to make some moves in the January transfer window. Yeah. Arthur Dillis is currently in charge of Melbourne Victory, Sam. Arthur Dillis, assistant coach at Melbourne Victory, has taken over in Kisnorbo's stead. We'll wait and see whether Victory choose to stick with Dillis going forward or whether they choose to bring someone else in. There's been a lot of sort of talk online from fans. Some names have been thrown up. Someone like Besart Berisha, former Melbourne Victory player, won trophies with Victory. He has expressed his interest to coach a team in the A-League in Australia. So I would love to see that. Personally, I'd love to see Berisha back in the A-League in a coaching role. Hey, I tell you what, he might have a choice. Berisha might be in a situation where he has a choice here. If Zakovic does get the sack, does he go to Brisbane Roar, which is sort of his first team? And he was obviously crucial to the Raw Salona days there early on in the 2010s. Or does he go to Melbourne Victory, who are, arguably the biggest club in the league? And I'm sure he has, fantastic memories from there as well. So, I mean, question for you guys, if you're Besart Berisha, hypothetically, this is a hypothetical situation, of course, would you go to Brisbane Roar or would you go to Melbourne Victory? You might have more to work with the Victory, maybe more resources, perhaps. Brisbane Roar are also a big club though, and need a lot of work. There's probably more to do, and that's the thing too. Going to Brisbane Roar is probably a bigger job. You know what I mean? Going to Brisbane Roar is a bigger job. There's a lot of work to do there. Whereas if he was to come into Melbourne Victory, sort of the structure's already there, the players, the squad's there. There's not much you necessarily have to do. Wolfie says Brisbane Roar need a hand back. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sam says Best should avoid the Raw job, in my opinion. Such a tough situation for anyone, let alone an inexperienced one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. As we're saying, it might require an experienced coach to come in there. Lim Report says Des Buckingham is available now. He knows Aussie and Kiwi football. Formerly at Melbourne City, if I'm not mistaken. Des Buckingham. Blinkers in regards to where Besart Berisha should go if he gets the chance at either of these clubs. Says Victory for sure, but if you aren't top 4, you're probably getting sacked. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with a club like Melbourne Victory. If you're not competing towards the top, you're going to go. Yeah, indeed. All right, kickoff is not too far away here. Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City. Melbourne City. We've got 2 more games this round as well. Let's have a quick glance at the round 9 fixtures. Some dramatic results for those just tuning in case you've missed it. This round has already been just absolutely chaotic. Adelaide 3, Sydney 3. Wow. Auckland 0, Western United 4. I have no words. Google has not updated the score for whatever reason, but Victoria have defeated Brisbane Roar 1-0. Obviously, the Melbourne Derby about to kick off, but tomorrow, Western City Wanderers take on Wellington Phoenix. Interesting game. Two teams who need to win. Wellington coming into this game with a few consecutive losses. Macarthur FC host Mariners for a Monday night match, Christmas Eve. Scenes from Amy Park on the broadcasts. Fans are there in great numbers, and there is a cool looking. There's some. I see some stars in the Melbourne Victory fan base. Is that? I'm not sure what that's meant to be. Maybe a Christmas thing. So still some huge games running this round. I mean, Wanderers, Wellington. Again, Wanderers need a win just to regain some confidence at home. Macarthur Mariners, dude. I mean, I'd love to obviously see my Mariners get bounced back with 3 points here, but yeah. Some huge games still remaining before the end of the new year as well, round 10, with some huge matchups as well. Big Blue matchup in next weekend as well. All the focus is here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in for this live watch-along. Of course, you can watch this game for free in Australia. It's on free-to-air TV. It's on 10 Bold, I believe. It's also on Paramount Plus, of course. It's on 10 Play. And Evangeline has got the violin out. This was obviously one of the highlights of last season in the Melbourne Derby. She's got the violin out, pumping up the fans. It's always great to see. It's really interesting when we look at the ladder at the moment as it stands. West United now climbing up the ladder with a couple consecutive wins. They're into the top 6, 12 points. General Luisi's team starting to build some strong form. Again, proving me wrong. This always happens, dude. Every time I do my ladder prediction heading into a season, whoever I call to finish bottom does really well. That just has been the trend. I called Wellington to finish bottom last season, and they almost finished top. I called Western to finish last this season, and they are sitting 5th at the moment after 9 rounds. Of course, still some teams left to play. Sydney, a bit of an interesting situation for Sydney FC. They're slipping down seriously now. More losses than wins. 8th spot. Wellington Phoenix, man. Wanderers really need to get a win tomorrow, man. Another loss, and it's not looking good for them. Macarthur Mariners on Monday evening as well. I mean, a win for Macarthur, that pushes them up into the top 4. And then all of a sudden, like if Mariners were to hypothetically win on Monday, all of a sudden they jump up into the top 6 as well. So it's still like the midsection of the ladder. It feels like sort of maybe from 5th to, I feel like that top 4 are looking pretty strong this season. I do think Melbourne City are looking good at the moment. Like Auckland, Adelaide, Victory, City, all strong. And then I feel like from 5th maybe to, you could probably include Newcastle Jets. I was going to say 5th to maybe 10th or 11th. All teams who could potentially play finals this season. I think Newcastle Jets are maybe a little bit too far off that at the moment. But I would still include Wanderers in the finals conversation. It is still very, very early indeed. Sam says Adelaide are going to drop off, in my opinion. They're pretty fortunate to be unbeaten. I don't know, man. I really rate Adelaide. I think they're great. I think they looked very good last night against Sydney. Some great work from Douglas Costa, but maybe some pretty big goalkeeping areas, I think, cost them in the end, unfortunately, for Reds keeper James Delianov. If you look at the goals that Adelaide conceded, James Delianov, I mean, questions could be asked of his efforts to stop those goals. Owen dropping a 4-1 prediction for his Macarthur FC over Mariners. Honestly, like, it could happen. Owen, it could happen. You've got a Macarthur team who, on their day, are obviously very dangerous in front of goal with Jaman, Yakalish, and Drew. And if Mariners play the same way we did last week against Adelaide, Macarthur could score 4 against us. That's the reality. So Mariners, the key for Mariners, especially in the first half on Monday, is going to just be keeping things scoreless. Keeping things scoreless, just shoring up the defense. If we can do that, we can nullify MacArthur's dangerous, speedy attackers, Mariners have a chance to grab a result on Monday. Is Sainsbury back soon? We don't know. Hopefully. I mean, from what we heard from Mark Jackson a while ago now, to be fair, many weeks ago now, is that he was going to return in the new year. I don't think we've seen any details in terms of when in the new year that is. So, yeah, hopefully it's sooner than later. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Obviously, the new year's only a couple of weeks away. What the heck happened to Mariners? Asked Glim Report. Well, it's probably numerous factors. I think a big thing that has affected the Mariners more so maybe this year is the changeover of players. Mariners have lost some quality players from last season, the likes of Josh Nisbet, of Max Ballard, of even goalkeeper Danny Vukovic, I think is a big loss as well. Jacob Farrell departing the club, Dan Hall as well. Like, we've lost some top players. And the guys that have come in are good. Like, I don't think it's been disastrous from the Mariners. I think there's been a lot of promise in our performances. And I think all it's going to take is a few real confidence-boosting performances, like some good wins for us to sort of regain a bit of, just to get a bit of momentum. So I don't think it's a disaster for Mariners at the moment. Still early on. But it says, love watching Marco Rojas. Look, I thought he was pretty good last week in that loss against MacArthur. But yeah, it was cool to see. Look at the banner here from Victory fans on the broadcast. What does it say down the bottom? Rebels from the stock. Stockade. Dude, I can't read. The banner was a bit crinkled, so I couldn't really read it. But great to see from the Victory fans. One of the they always bring out the spectacular. Always bring out the spectacular when it comes to the derbies, that's for sure. Lim also says Rojas can be superb on this day. Just too many injuries. Yeah, that's always that's unfortunately plagued Rojas a little bit throughout his career, hasn't it? Lim Report says Knicks could get Singh back soon. He's kind of faded out in Europe. Sarpreet Singh. That would be an interesting move. It would be an interesting move. I don't know how we would fit into the Phoenix squad, to be honest, at the moment. They've got a pretty solid lineup at the moment. I think Wellington and some decent squad depth. Yeah. Interesting one. So the teams are coming out of the tunnel as we speak. And hello to A-League Edits, who was tuned in. Says, my goodness, Coach, long time no see. What on earth? Western v Auckland 4-0. I know, right? Crazy. Incredible result from earlier today. Dramatic result. No one's having, of course. And I'm just speechless. I mean, Western, incredible. Auckland, what is going on? What is going on? Look, this might just be a one-off. I know we're talking about it a bit earlier, whether this is like the start of the downfall of Auckland FC. I don't think so. I get the sense this could be a one-off for Auckland. They've been so good in all their other games. They drew 2-2 with Melbourne City last week, but they were good in that game. They came back well. I think this might be a one-off. But just what a mental result, right? What a crazy result. Western 4, Auckland 0. There's no explanation for it, hey. There's no explanation. We'll be diving into all the games in depth in our live stream tomorrow as well. We are doing our A-League Round 9 live recap tomorrow. That's kicking off from 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, New South Wales time. So join us tomorrow evening after the Wanderers Wellington game. Here we go. Good, great numbers in the stands at Amy Park by the looks of things as well. Melbourne Derby, always a fiercely contested match. This one's set up nicely, man. Two teams right next to each other on the ladder. Victory. They would have been keeping an eye on the Auckland game. And the other rival of these two teams, West United, I would have seen those guys defeat Auckland FC 4-0. And now the door has opened to the top of the table for Melbourne Victory. A win tonight for Victory, and they will be top of the table for round 9. They will be top of the table. A win for Melbourne City, and they could potentially jump into third spot ahead of Melbourne Victory. Sam chiming in regards to Auckland FC in the current predicament. Auckland's attack has been average all season, like a talismanic figure. The defence and some fortunate goals have papered over the cracks. Interesting take. I mean, I guess they haven't necessarily been like, they haven't been a free scoring team by any means, Auckland. Guillermo May their striker has, I think, 2 goals this season. Jake Brimmer's been all right. Could he be that talismanic figure? I think Liam Gillian has shown a lot of promise, but Gillian hasn't scored yet this season, has he? Yeah. All right, this game is about to kick off. Melbourne Derby, man. We always love a good Melbourne Derby. Our last live watch along was the last Melbourne Derby, actually, funnily enough. Here we go. Quick look at the lineups here as we are about to kick off. Duncan and goals for Victory. Of course, we expect Mitch Langerak to join the squad in a matter of weeks, I imagine. Jason Carrier, Hamill, Roderick Miranda, and Casey Boss in the backline. So Boss is in for Traore after Boss missed the glory game a couple of weeks ago. Teagan Valadon in midfield have been very good, and it's a front 4 with Piscopo, Machash, Arzani, and Burgos. So Santos drops out of the starting 11. Piscopo returns. It's a dangerous team, man. It's a dangerous team, and they were so good in the first half in the last Melbourne Derby. Here's a look at Melbourne City's lineup, and by the looks of things, this might be a late change for Melbourne City. I believe Jimmy Jagger was named in the original lineup. Zane Schreiber's in. Zane Schreiber. Patrick Beach maintains his position in the starting 11 after maybe a questionable performance against Auckland last week. Atkinson, Truan, Soprine, Beach in the back line. At midfield, we'll see Ugarkovic, Kuhn, and Schreiber rotate around. Front 3. Politidis on the left, Cohen on the right. And young Medimamedi is playing through the middle for Melbourne City. Very strong bench for Melbourne Victory, as always. And a youthful bench for Melbourne City, we'll say that. And maybe aside from the experienced Jamie Young. All right, let's do it. Melbourne Derby, everyone. We're kicking off. Of course, with these live streams here on YouTube, live watch along might be just slightly behind the broadcast you are watching. You can, well, it's great now on Paramount Plus. You can now pause, right? You can now pause your live stream, which you couldn't do in the old days, folks. So you can sync up the streams. So who will dominate the opening phases of this Derby match? Melbourne Victory was so good in the first Derby of the season. We are underway. Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City in the Derby. So this is technically a Melbourne Victory home match. Such a passionate fan base. Great move from Piscopo early. Look at him go. Great to see him back in the starting lineup, and he's gone down a little bit softly. There are so many talking points, man, across the entire park. Andreas Kuhn, I think, has been very good for City in recent weeks. We think back to his performance against Brisbane a few weeks ago, where he was crucial in that game. Bajic being challenged by Arzani. A few Socceroos featuring in this match, and a few Socceroos not featuring in this match due to injury. Of course, big talking point around Melbourne City so far this season has been the huge names on the injury list. Of course, including Andrew Naboot, Marco Tilio, and of course, Matthew Leckie. Some Socceroos on the injury list for Melbourne City. But despite those injuries, City have been playing pretty well overall. Good evening to you, Timmy. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Krasdog is here. He says, hey, Lockie, how you been? I've been good. Thank you for asking. Hope you guys have been enjoying your weekend up to this point and the crazy A-League action that we've witnessed already so far. Sam, interesting question. Who's been the best import signing? Great question. I mean, you could look at Auckland FC, and I think someone like Louis Verstraete has been very good. Maybe not as good today, unfortunately, coming back from injury. Louis Verstraete has been very good. I think Leo Senna has been good at Sydney FC. In terms of other signings who are coming this season, I mean, I was just talking about him, but I think Andreas Kuhn has actually been very good for City so far this year. I mean, who else can we look at as well? I mean, Bart Vreens has played the last few weeks for Adelaide and has looked very comfortable at the back as well. 2-2 draw, says Leanne. Yes, crazy Auckland game, wasn't it? I mean, 4-0 to Western. It's sort of the big talking point from today already, and we'll see how this Derby match pans out. But for those that missed it, Western United 4-0 win away to Auckland. The ladder leaders Auckland lose 4-0 at home. It's just incredible. Leo, yes, planning to get down to Campbelltown. If we can avoid spamming in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Just to keep the chat a free space for all. Cohen with a long range effort goes wide. 3 minutes in. Melbourne City looking to get on the attack early, looking to make a bright start. No worries, Leo. No worries at all. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this live watch along. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be live tomorrow night as well for our live round recap, talking about all of the A-League matches from the round so far, and that's kicking off from 8 p.m. tomorrow night. It's Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So, I mean, the interesting thing I think in regards to Melbourne Victory and their lineup, we're interested to see whether Arthur Dillies was going to come in and sort of shake things up and sort of do his own thing. And I don't think that's the case. I mean, he has brought Piscopo in, which I think is a good move. Great move here from Victory, though. Arzani shooting. Patrick Beach flaps it away. And Atkinson brings it clear. Great chance there for Victory. Arzani, not bad at all. Timmy reckons that Arzani is going to get played the match and Victory's going to win. Shot on target for Arzani. Beach forced into the save there early on. Yeah, so as we can see from this Victory lineup, it isn't too different from this probably would be what Kisnorbo would have deployed. You can imagine Arthur Dillies is just going to try and keep things rolling at Melbourne Victory, not change things up all that much. Very good player indeed, Timmy. Ali Get It says Victory Stadium looks pretty decent to me personally. Though, as much as I hate Wanderers, I love CommBank Stadium. It's very enclosed. I really like CommBank Stadium. I've been there a few times, and it's a great football ground. I've never been to Amy Park. Never been to Amy Park, home of Victory and City, and I'd love to get there one day because it does look like a really nice stadium. Hey Nathan, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the stream, Nathan. Hope you're doing well as well. Liverpool fan, hello to you as well. Says this derby is going to be much closer than last time. I think you could be right. Liverpool fan. City have gotten things sorted out a little bit since then, haven't they? And Melbourne City are on the attack as we speak. Atkinson down the right, delivering a dangerous ball, and Politidis cannot get a boot to it. Second Melbourne Derby of the season, of course. Round 2 was the previous Melbourne Derby. Ended in a win for Victory. Six minutes in, 0-0. Couple sights on goal for both teams. Arzani on target. Cohen was off target. Will we have more drama in this game after a dramatic round already? Look how far up the pitch Casey Boss is. Here he is on the ball. Loses it, though. But that's a key feature of Melbourne Victory. Casey Boss, look, he's playing at left back for Victory, but he basically plays as a left winger when Victory are in possession. Owen, it's a fair question. Wasn't James Jago in the lineup? He was. I don't know if it's a late withdrawal. Zane Schreiber has come in. So whether there was an injury, we might have to check the socials to see if there's some sort of an update. If you guys have seen anything on the socials, let me know. But Jimmy Jagger was initially named in the lineup. Yeah, he's not there now. Schreiber's in. Yes, Nathan, planning to get to the game. Melbourne City looking pretty comfortable in the early stages of this derby. looking to control the ball, knock it around. Nice pass from Schreiber, and Cohen's on the right. Big game here for young Mehmeti, starting in his first ever Melbourne Derby, man. Huge moment for the young striker who's already scored in the A-League. Scored last week against Auckland. A nice finish too. Very nice finish. Bajic, good drive. Cohen trying to get it along to Mehmeti. Can't find him. City of building, man. City of building. Test here for Victory defensively. They've been good so far defensively, Victory. They've only conceded 4 goals this season. Only conceded 4 goals. So they are keen to keep this defensive record going. That back four of Guerrier, Hamill, Miranda, Boss. And look, it's an interesting talking point when Mitch Langerak joins up with the team. Does he come straight in, or does Jack Duncan maintain his position as the starting keeper? What do you guys think? Would you, if Langerak coming in, like, you'd think he would come in with his experience, with his quality. He's a great goalkeeper, Langerak, former Socceroo, of course. Or if you've got a goalkeeper who's already in the side and he's, been a key feature for Victory at the back over the first few months of the season, do you allow Jack Duncan to maintain his place in the lineup? Merry Christmas to you, Nathan, as well. Thank you very much. I think he would. I think Langerak should come in over Duncan, but it is a fair question to ask. It is a fair question to ask. Hey. Because Jack Duncan, he has played well. He has played well. Here's Cohen. Not a great pass from him. Bit of a wrestle in the middle of the park. Machash pulled down by Ugarkovic. 10 minutes in, it's 0-0 in the Melbourne Derby. Hello, Bertrand in the chat. Who do you think replaces Kisnorbo? It's a good question. I think there's a realistic chance that after Dilly's just sort of maintains his spot in the role. Victory have been playing well, and if they continue to, they might just be happy to keep him in that head coach position, at least for the time being. Obviously, some names have been floated around. Earlier on, we were talking about Besart Berisha. I think that would be a lot of fun to see. Who knows? Maybe someone like Marco Rudan. What's is Graham Arnold interested in returning to the A-League? That's right, Adam. A big result from earlier today. Auckland is in 4-0 at home, and here comes City on the attack. Cohen slipped on the pass. Great chance, but he gets it back. Oh, that's a smart pass. Politidis in the box. Guerrier goes down, makes the block. City, tell you what, man, 11 minutes into this game, Melbourne City are up for this. They've definitely started a lot better than they did in the previous derby this season, that's for sure. Andreas Cohen already looking to get himself heavily involved in this match. He's a good player. If you've been watching Melbourne City in recent weeks, Andreas Cohen has looked very, very good. Very good. 2 derbies today. Well, if you can call the other one a derby, I mean, it was obviously a key match, a relegation derby. A-League Edits calls it, between Perth and Brisbane. Of course, Perth Glory defeating Brisbane Roar 1-0. First win of the season for Glory. First win in many months for Glory. And mounting pressure on Brisbane coach Ruben Zadkovic, who surely now has to go. I mean, can't see any way out of it. G'day, Luke in the chat. Thanks for chiming in here. It says, with the Victory situation, I think that Arthur Dilly stays for the season, and then they might look elsewhere for a head coach. Yeah. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if that is what transpires. Victory have made a very good start to the season. Arthur Dilly's. He's wearing a suit. Is he wearing a suit? Great to see. I mean, he's wearing a suit. You don't often see that. The assistant coach has been called up to the top position just this week. And He's got the suit. He's got the suit on. Love to see it after Dillis. So look, if Victory continue to play well, yeah. I mean, if he's wearing the suit, he's probably keen for the head coach role. Blinker says Arnold has already won everything with Mariners in Sydney. He might be done for a while in Oz. As City come forward, Ugarkovic long range. Dragged away. Do you think Nick Green will come back to Brisbane Roar? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about Nick Green. I don't think so. I don't think so. That was a few years ago now, wasn't it? El Sacchio. That's right. El Sacchico. Royal V Glory. Sam says, I was surprised Kuhn was benched round 1. Put me off getting him in fantasy, which I'm 6th overall. Well done, Sam, for being 6th. Yeah, he didn't start the first few weeks, Andreas Kuhn. Probably just getting him up to speed with the A-League. He made a few appearances off the bench in the early rounds. But now he's one of City's top players, I reckon. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in for tonight's live watch-along here. We are almost 14 minutes into the Melbourne Derby 0-0. A win for Victory. They got top of the table. A big win for City here could potentially send them above Victory into third spot. Casey Boss down the left. He's ahead of Atkinson. He can keep going here, Boss. Schreiber, well done, coming across to cover, but Boss is still in possession. Big match here for Zane Schreiber coming in for Jimmy Jego in midfield. Nama asks, is A-League Fantasy back? Not the like official A-League Fantasy. But I believe some other websites and stuff are doing a fantasy kind of thing. Harry Sutar's in fine form, says Timmy. Great to see him doing well, hey? Getting some good game time over at Sheffield United. Quarter of an hour in. Ugarkovic. Cohen in behind. Great chance for City. Jonathan Cohen, great finish. Great finish. Melbourne City lead. They've been very good in the early stages, and Cohen with a classy finish there. And look at that. Look at that, the cold celebration in front of the Victory fans. Melbourne City take the lead in the derby. Sam says he's got Cohen in fantasy. Sam's going to be happy. Beautiful goal indeed, eh? Nice from City, says Frenzied Rabbit. Jonathan Cohen, well, he's scored a couple of goals already this season, and that is maybe his best so far. What a finish. Under pressure as well. Left foot. That's a great finish, man. That's a great finish from Cohen. Wow, dude. What a goal. City in front. Great goal, says Owen. Great goal indeed. Great goal indeed. And Jonathan Cohen, 4th goal of the season. There you go. He scored round 1 against Jets. I think he scored a couple against Brisbane a few weeks ago, didn't he? And 8 games into his A-League career, he's already got 4 goals. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And Arthur Dillis in charge of Victory. Now trail. That's Victory have conceded. Victory have now conceded 5 goals this season. That's just the 5th goal they've conceded. Victory looking to respond, and Valadon fires wide. Well, Melbourne Victory, they haven't had too much going forward, have they? I mean, that chance for Valadon, Arzani on target earlier on. But aside from that, it's been a promising start. Melbourne City. Jador in the chat. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Great to see all you guys here in the live chat. Thanks for joining. Hit the like button to support if you haven't done so already. You can also consider sending in a super chat. $18 in. Melbourne City with a lead here, courtesy of Jonathan Cohen. Victory. Can they get a response here, Virgos? Ooh, was there a foul? No, according to the ref. There you go. As Namar says it here in the live chat, Perth's win today. Their first win since February. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Their last win was against Brisbane in February. Who's the first to be sacked this season? I think there's a serious chance Ruben Zakovic is sacked within days. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Zakovic is let go of at Brisbane Roar. Yeah. So I think that's a serious possibility. It was Rilich before today, but with Brisbane Roar losing, I think Zakovic could well go. Yeah. If I was in charge of Brisbane Roar, I think that would be the way to go. It's clearly not working at the moment. And look, I tell you what, the thing is, like with today's results, like Brisbane Roar had the chances too. Like they could have come away with a 1-1 draw, to be fair, but the result is what it is, that 1-0 loss. If Brisbane Roar aren't going to beat Perth Glory at home this season, like Perth Glory have been really, really bad this season. That's the reality. If Brisbane Roar can't defeat Perth Glory at home, they're not going to win a single game this season. Like they seriously aren't going to win a game this season. That was the game they had to win. Today, Brisbane Roar had to win. That was it. It was simple for Brisbane today. And they lost at home against Perth Glory, who have been the worst side this season. So Zakovic has to go. I think it's plain as daylight. Val Hoon is once again dropping the hashtag Ruben out. Hashtag Ruben out. Frenzied Rabbit says Ruben getting the sack first, surely. As Blinkers, yeah, worth mentioning as well, Perth without Taggart too. Yeah, Taggart was out with illness. David Williams starts and David Williams scores. So, Victory looking to get themselves into this game after not a poor start here, but City have just been better in the opening 20 minutes. Valadon, edge of the box. They're building Victory. Looking for a way forward. Zani, Teague. Good defensive covering there. Kai Truen, who's been good at the back for City so far this season. Frenzied Rabbit says Raw's play is worse than the sum of its parts. There are good players in that Brisbane Roar squad, that's for sure. We talk a lot about Tom Waddingham, and JSJ has been good this season as well. Defensively, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, unfortunately. G'day to Tarnley in the chat. Tarnley says, I missed the AFC World Cup qualifiers, including Australia. It's been a bit shaky, hasn't it? Even up to this point for the Socceroos. Of course, Socceroos back in action in March. So we've got a bit of time before the Roos return to qualifiers. Sam says Truen, another Raw lost. Badly missing him. Yeah, Kai Truen was at Raw in the last few years and now at City and doing well. He's doing well. Missing Henry Hall and Rojas. Yeah, well, I mean, Henry Hall's out on loan, isn't he? Henry Hall. He's out on loan. So I believe they get him back in January. I believe so. Kevin Muscat in the stands. Maybe he comes back. I doubt it. I doubt it. Kevin Muscat, he's been doing very well. He had a great season in China with Shanghai Port this year. Delivery for City. This is pretty much everyone. Go up for a throw. The whistle has gone for a foul on Guerrier, by the looks of things. 46 vet. Was it a mistake for Garen Kowal? I believe 46 is, of course, talking about here in regards to him signing at Newcastle. Was it a mistake for Kowal to sign at Newcastle? I don't think so. I think it was a great move, an exciting move. It's going to take some time for Kowal. We'll see whether he can secure another loan move, maybe in January. Obviously, a play with enormous potential still. So I don't think it was a mistake. I think it's still a great future for Garang in Europe. That's right, Sam. Yeah. It says Hall returns at the end of this month, but whether he's in their plans is another question. Look, if I'm in charge of Brisbane Roar, I am desperate to get Henry Hall back into the team. I thought the decision to send him out on loan was an interesting one. I wonder what was the thought behind that. Maybe they were sort of forced into that move. I'm not sure. But Henry Hall, that's the kind of play that Brisbane need at the moment. Someone to sort of lock things in attack. Yeah. In regards to Garen Kowal, Blinker says should have stayed at Mariners at another year or two. Namar says Henry Hall was their best player last season. Probably. Him or JJ. Ayla Geddits, again, chiming in regards to Brisbane Roar. So Brisbane have scored 11 goals this season, which for a team in last is not that bad. And they do put up a fight against teams like Sydney and Adelaide. Yeah, look, they haven't, and their football hasn't been terrible. Like, they haven't been awful. Even though Glory won today, I still think Perth Glory have been worse this season. So, yeah, look, maybe there is a chance Zagovic still gets an opportunity in a few more weeks. Here comes Victory on the attack. Great move. Piscopo out for a corner. But that was much better from Victory. Rena Piscopo down the left. Zani flicked it onto Baladon. Ball down the line for Rena Piscopo. It was a good run too. Got past Cohen. And the give and go with Machash. And it was a good defensive block there from Zane Schreiber covering at the back. Interesting question from Sam. Let's bring this up. As Victory have a corner here as well. We'll keep an eye on this corner. Sam has asked a good question. We'd love to hear from you guys in the chat as well. As Zani whips it in and Beach with the punch. Hamill's header straight up in the air. Atkinson away. Sam asks, which A-League players do you think are on the move mid-season, either within the A-League or overseas? I think there's a chance Tom Waddingham goes. I think considering his age, and he's already scored a few goals this season. A bit of an outside-the-box call might be someone like Dylan Leonard, 17-year-old centre-back at Western United. He's been getting regular minutes and has played pretty well too. Who else could we look at? Maybe someone like Casey Boss. I think Casey Boss has had a good season at Victory, and again, young player with a lot of potential. Might be attracted to interest from overseas. So here's another one as well. Liverpool fan, what's your thoughts on Irankunda requesting a loan move away from Bayern? Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. It probably would be beneficial for Irankunda to continue his development. So it wouldn't be surprising if that is what happens in January for Nestori Irankunda. Sam says, too many A-League players make the move to Europe early before they're ready. Lots of manager instability over there, which often leads to talented players on the outer. Yeah, look, it's important that our Aussie guys, our Aussie players are playing football. Obviously, that's important. And look, there's been a lot of talk around Matty Ryan at Roma, and he got his first appearance for Roma this past week, a few days ago. Featured in the Coppa Italia for AS Roma. But yeah, he hasn't been playing at all this season, aside from this week. Yeah. Machash. Oh, what a save. And look at the celebration from Beach. Well, is it a celebration or is he having a go at his defense. Machash, what a run. I mean, this is signatures in it in Machash. Driving forward and the shot. Parried wide. Parried wide. Ooh, what league should Irankunda move to? Maybe sort of like a... It's a good question. I mean, we've got a few Aussies in the Belgian league. That could be interesting. Piscopo's long-range effort blocked. Maybe the Belgian league. You know, we've got the guys like Aidan O'Neill and Geordie Boss over there. That could be interesting. Or look, it might just be simply a move to, you know, maybe the second tier or something in Germany. Second or third tier in Germany, where he can, you know, get some regular game time. And look, if he gets the game time, he will show his quality. Like, Irankunda will get the goals. And if he keeps, you know, if he shows Bayern Munich what he can do, if he gets that regular game time, he could make an impression in the first squad potentially in the future. Calvert, Nama here says Calvert looked pissed after they conceded 3 goals. Adelaide United last night. Yeah, I mean, you probably would be pretty annoyed if your team gave away a 3-1 lead to draw 3-3 in the end. And that's right, Grazdog mentioning that Nestori was there at halftime for the United game yesterday, which was good to see, wasn't it? It was good to see. He's back in Australia at the moment. Blinker says, good to see Beach playing well so far. A couple good saves already tonight from Patrick Beach. Some long-range efforts from Arzani and Machash have been stopped. Now City have a free kick as we approach the half-an-hour mark. Cohen's going to send it in with a left-foot delivery. Great attendance in the stands. Nearly a full house. Bayich, again, that's poor from City. Delivery from Bayich, not finding anyone. Short ball from Bayich, and just, I mean, he got his delivery all wrong there too. So Pryan, like, it was clearly a set piece move there from City. So Pryan had peeled off to the far post, and Bayich wanted to look for him, but did not get the right pass away. Melbourne City have the lead Derby. Half an hour played. Jonathan Cohen with a goal. Victory have had some long-range efforts on target. But, I mean, it's sort of what we expected, I think, from this game. Melbourne City have had some really good spells in possession and have controlled things well. And Victory just look really dangerous on the counter-attack as well, hey, don't they? When they get going, Victory, they look hard to stop. If Machash can break through, if Arzani gets on the ball, same with Piscopo. At any moment, Victory could just switch it on and break away. Balhoun says, I could see Nestori playing in a team like Ajax. Luke says, could see Irankunda doing something similar to Paulson, coming down here again for the season. I just don't know which team he could pull into easily. Might be easier to go into the third tier in the EFL. Nama was at the West Sydney Wanderers meet and greet and saw Pantansopoulos injured. Well, that's not good news if he's out. They've got a few injuries at the moment in defence, don't they, Wanderers? Jonte Wook's out at the moment. Look, I think for Nestori, as long as he can get like regular minutes, he doesn't have to be starting every single week, but he has to be featuring heavily. You know, he has to be showing what he can do. Because again, if he gets the game time, he will get the goals. Great chance for City. Oh my goodness, great chance indeed. Jack Duncan, a little bit shaky there. Thought he had the ball, let it slip, and it was almost a tap in there for Kai Truen. Nervy moment there for Victory's keeper. Arzani. A little bit of a wrestle here with Bayich. Now, this will be interesting. They're both wrestling with each other. Bayich having a word. Arzani's not happy. Arzani is appealing to the assistant referee. I don't think there was a foul in it, but two players just wrestling with each other. Let's get on with the game. let's get on with the football. Great to see, though. I mean, we always see it, especially Aziz Baich, who seems to be pretty central to these things in the derby matches, doesn't he? Aziz Baich, a very competitive player. We love Aziz Baich, the Socceroo. Two Socceroos contesting there, of course, Zani and Baich. Great overhead shot of Amy Park as the evening, the sun is setting in Melbourne. One of the great football stadiums of this country, Amy Park. Krasdog says some players act like children on the field. Well, look, it's good to see the competitive spirit. Hey, good to see a bit of fight. And of course, these derbies are fiercely contested. Victory in the left. Piscopo can run at Atkinson. Machash, nice run. Good defensive work there from City. They've been good. I tell you what, first half so far, City have been very good at the back. They've marshaled Victory pretty well there, and even just then, like forcing Machash out, winning it back. Very well done. City, if they could get a second goal here, there's a good opportunity for them to really take control of this game. Yes, planning on going down Narmar. 10 minutes left in the first half of this derby match, and Melbourne Victory with Arthur Dillis in charge on the sideline, wearing the suit for his first game in charge. We should say hasn't been formally appointed as the new head coach on a full-time basis, but he's taken over. He was the assistant under Patrick Kisnorbo. Melbourne City are in control of this game, man. You get the sense City are really, indeed, in control of this game. Have we got the stats here? Let's refresh. 35 minutes in now. Here's a look at the stats. Victory do have more shots, 6-3. Just 3 shots for City. Possession stats actually are looking pretty even. Pass accuracy probably a little bit low for these two teams at the moment. Victory already committing 8 fouls. That's a decent amount already. Cohen with a goal for City earlier on in the half. Will we see another goal in the final stages of this first period? Adam says Perth's goal away to Brisbane earlier was a former Royal player. Yes, indeed, in David Williams. And in behind, Mehmeti, here we go. Great chance, and Mehmeti, just muscled off it in the end. What an opportunity for the young striker. Brendan Hamill was with him the whole way. And as a Liverpool fan, almost a second goal. Almost. Great ball over the top too. Was it Soprine with a long ball, and Mehmeti was away, dude. He just couldn't get it out from under his feet. He couldn't get the space for the shot. Mehmeti, who has already grabbed a couple goals in the A-League. Great chance. Victory. What have they got? Ball into Virgos, who's collided with a defender. Victory in with a good chance here. Boss. Piscopo under pressure. Machash shoots into the defense. City desperate at the back. Victory trying to find a way through. Boss crosses away by Truman. Victory back in possession. There's a real test here for City at the back now. If they can maintain this clean sheet up to the break, that is what they want, obviously. Look, City unhappy with it. Krasdog says stupid foul there. And it's a yellow card too. I don't know about that. I don't know about the yellow. Look, Andres Cohen reaching in. The replay. I don't know about the yellow, man. I mean, Azani has just gotten a little bit of space. Look, it's in a very promising position. It is a stupid foul, as Krasdog says. A yellow is harsh. A yellow is harsh for me. Yellow harsh. So, first yellow card of the game goes to Andreas Kuhn. And now Patrick Beach. Well, look, I think Patrick Beach made a mistake last week by setting up a pretty small wall in the final stages against Auckland. Yeah, I think he only had two or three players in the wall. And he was unable to keep out a free kick shot from Nader Moreno of Auckland FC and drawing 2-2 last week. Arzani's going to take it. Daniel Arzani goes low and Patrick Beach down to claim it. Straight at Beach. Underwhelming attempt, says Liverpool fan. Yeah. He wanted to go under the wall, but I mean, you're not going to beat Patrick Beach. You're not really going to beat any goalkeeper with an effort like that. Half time is approaching here. Another long ball for Cyprian. He's used it again, and it's going to work out. Kuhn's in behind here. Kuhn, ambitious cross because Ugarkovic was arriving late. The offside flag is up anyways. Nama, it's a great question. Nama asks, do you think City need to get a new striker? Because they can rely on Caputo. I assume you mean can't rely on Caputo and Mehmeti for the season. I really rate Caputo. So, we expect him to return soon. He's recovering from a leg injury. If he can get back soon, I do really rate Caputo. I think he's a good player. Mehmeti has looked good. I think Mehmeti's actually looked good. He scored a really nice goal last week. It was a clean finish. And aside from that, look, you could play Tilio as a striker when he returns from injury, maybe. Even Matt Leckie is a striker as well. So I think to get some of these injured players back, that might be key as Machash finds one. But having said that, they may, especially with the injury to Andrew Naboot, who was playing a striker earlier on this season, with that injury to Naboot, they might look for an experienced striker. But, who do they bring in? Who's available? Who's on the market? So, yeah, I think it's unlikely. That City do look to bring in another striker. Because Caputo, we imagine, will return soon enough in the coming weeks. Azani corner. Bit of wrestling in the box. Oh, the flick on is good, but it's cleared away by Mehmeti. Valadon back in. Valadon in the box again. Valadon still. Ugarkovic can get it clear. Well, some scrambling defense from City. That was a little bit nervy. It was a bit nervy, though, especially with some shaky clearances from Melbourne City. But they can't seem to find a clear angle on goal. Can't get the shots away at the moment. Melbourne Victory. A lot of their efforts have been from outside the box. Interesting suggestion here from Luke. Says maybe City go and try and loan in Irankunda if he does go on loan. That would be interesting. Machash into the box. That's hit the referee. Game will be paused. That is interesting. I can't see it happening. But I'd probably surprise me if Irankunda returned to the A-League on loan back in January. I think he probably would go on loan in Europe somewhere. But I like the suggestion. It would be fun. I'd love to see it. Hey, Liverpool fan says, yeah, Adelaide. You'd think so. That would be the likely one. Tell you what, Adelaide are playing really well at the moment, and where does he fit into the side at the moment? You surely would find a spot for him, but Adelaide's attack been looking good so far this season. That Clock's been playing well. Morks looked good. Goodwin has been scoring goals. Former Victory player Fulami's in there at the moment for Adelaide. Alligator says Harrison Devonish Mears, I don't think has had his, let's say, preferred start for Sydney FC. The red card against the Mariners, then conceding 3 goals. Yeah, look, it's interesting that I was surprised that Ulfram Talley decided to bring Devonish Mears back in once again ahead of Redmayne last night. But look, he made the call and reckons Talley clearly rates Devonish Mears. He's given him a few appearances so far this season in the A-League and the Asian Champions League too. So it's a big call. But yeah, as you say there, Alligator, it's not ideal start. Red card against the Mariners on his A-League debut. And then conceded 3 last night. That's right, Adam. Thanks for the reminder. Mariners are out of contention in regards to qualifying for the next phase of the Asian Champions League Elite. Victory. Great run, Arzani, and he's won the corner. Very nice, Arzani. Good run indeed. And hello to Master FUT, who has jumped in the live chat. Says, Lockie, what's up? Good to see you here, Master. Welcome. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Arzani corner here late in the first half. It's a 1-0 lead for City. And there's a Victory player down on the floor. The Chash is hurt. What's going on here? The Chash looks to be in a bit of pain. He's just lying in the middle of the box, holding his toe. Is he just been trodden on? I mean, if it's nothing serious, let's just get on with the game. Here's the replay. I mean, Kewen came across to mark him and maybe just accidentally stepped on his toe. Can't have been that bad, eh? Machash is back on his feet. Let's get on with the game of football. Come on. We can't stop the game for 2 minutes every time a player, accidentally steps on another one. Steps on their toe. You know what I mean? 2 minutes added on. 2 minutes left. Arzani finally to take the corner. Can Victory find the equaliser before the break? Away by Atkinson. Away by Schreiber. Teague sends it in. And Patrick Beach. Like a wave on the beach. Dives across the goal to make the save. Wow, that was a terrible, terrible punt. What a name, though. In terms of, the best, the players in the A-League with the best names, Patrick Beach has to be up there, right? Here's our halftime topic. Who has the best names in the A-League? There you go. That's my question for you guys. Patrick Beach does well to claim it. He's had a good game so far. Patrick Beach was very shaky in that first derby earlier this season, man. But I tell you what, Patrick Beach has had a very good first half. He's made some good saves, and that was a strong claim again. But my question for you guys now as we enter halftime is, who in the A-League has the best name? Which names do you just love? Patrick Beach has to be up there. Patrick Beach. Ooh. I do love, he's playing right now, tonight for City. I do love saying Politides. Harry Politides. Just rolls off the tongue. But what are some other players? What are the best names in the A-League? Let me know. Final moments in this first half. Arzani on the right. Looking to go, ooh, the back hill's nice for Geria. Geria's still going. Arzani back on the ball. Can they break through? Oh, that's a nice little pass. Valadon with a run, and City will have another corner to finish off the half. Rip Griddle, that's right. Rip Griddle. That used to be our halftime entertainment. Griddle, it's gone. It's a shame, eh? It's a shame. The attendance is incredible, says Master FUT. Yeah, dude, great. Great to see. Amy Park near capacity by the looks of it. Arzani whips in the corner. Garrity's header sails wide of the beach, of Beach's goal. Troy says, hi, Lockie. I like Henry Hoare. Welcome, Troy. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. What happened to Griddle? Yes, it did indeed shut down, unfortunately. It did indeed shut down. Griddle, the A-League player, gets in game, which was run by Ultimate A-League, unfortunately shut down. So, hey, it's 1-0 to Melbourne City. Good half from City, man. They've had to do a lot of defensive work in that first period. And Victory were good. They had some good opportunities. Tested Patrick Beach. But at the break, it's 1-0 to Melbourne City. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we? We'll also have another chat about the games from today and the remaining games from this round. We'd love to get your thoughts on everything that we're talking about. Stats, quick look here. 12 shots for Victory, 4 of those on target. City, they've been clinical, man. Just the 4 shots, 2 on target. Victory with a little bit more possession. Pass accuracy is looking the same. 8 fouls committed by Victory, just the 4 for City, but the 1 yellow card has gone the way of Andreas Kuhlmann of City. 6 corners for Melbourne Victory, 0 zip for City. So that's how it looks at the break in the Melbourne Derby. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Support the channel. We are all about creating a fun community of like-minded A-League fans. Blinker says Victory need to bring on Bruno or Nish ASAP. Yeah, let's have a look at the benches, actually. Let's do that. Melbourne Victory's bench. Let's talk about them first of all. Here's a look at Victory's bench. So they trail at the moment, and this will be interesting to see who will be introduced in the second half. So Traore, defensive option, obviously. Bruno Fornaroli here. Blinkers mentions Fornaroli. Obviously, now here's the interesting thing that we should talk about that we haven't really spoken about this week. With Kisnorbo's departure, obviously there was a lot of there was some interesting calls, interesting personnel decisions from Patrick Kisnorbo in the last few months in regards to Melbourne Victory squad. One of them was leaving Fornaroli out of the squad altogether for a number of weeks. He had featured in the last few games and scored against Perth Glory, didn't he? And Bruno Fornaroli, like, he might be right back in contention now under the leadership of Arthur Dillis. Santos, Brazilian winger, could come off the bench. Nishan Velupillay, that's a big boost for Victory. Back from injury tonight, Nishan Velupillay starting on the bench tonight. Socceroos winger. Fabian Monge can add some legs to midfield, and Josh Rawlins, another defensive option. Kraskowski is the backup keeper for Victory. Let's see what we're saying in the live chat. Troy says, I've just got home from work. What have I missed? Well, it's been an entertaining game so far, Troy. Melbourne City leading 1-0. And we're going to talk about some of the other games from today in just a moment. There's been some crazy drama. Of course, Auckland losing today, as Master FUT brings up as well. Hello to Luke Ultra in the chat. Says, I'm at the game. We are dominating City. Unluckily, we can't score. Amazing crowd. Go Victory. Love it, Luke Ultra. Thanks for jumping in the live chat. That's right, A-League Addicts. That's right. For those who are unaware of this reference, you can check out our round 1 vlog, Mariners v Victory. Bruno Fornaroli misses the penalty. Welcome back to Bruno. No, what did I say? Welcome back to Gosford, Bruno. A moment of passion there. A moment of passion indeed. Let's have a look at City's bench for the game tonight. Who could bring on? They could bring on. Jamie Young, backup goalkeeper, of course. Callum Talbot is there. Arian Suleimani, another attacking option. Herman Ferreira, defensive option for City. Lawrence Wong is there. Maxio as well for City, another a wide player. And Kavian Ramani as well. Only Edit says Western are cooking now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the other games from this round so far, because you are right there. You are absolutely right. Western United, wow. Wow. Let's talk about West United first of all, actually, in this game, because this is probably the craziest. I am calling it the biggest upset of the season so far. I think it is. Auckland FC have been incredible so far this season. And I think all of us expected them to get maybe another 1-0, 2-0 win from this game. West United, 4-0 win. I mean, just incredible. Incredible. This is a team, West United, who, look, don't have the strongest squad on paper. I think that's fair to say. But again, like Botic on the score sheet, Ubasuki as well. Danzaki scoring. Angus Thurgate was very good today for them. Even defensively, very good to keep Auckland scoreless. Matt Sutton with a couple of good saves. And look, Auckland FC, they're missing Dan Hall. We do know that. I mean, they had Luis Verstraete back in midfield. That was a big boost. I mean, Logan Rogerson was dropped for Nato Moreno. That was another change. Aside from that, they've got a strong lineup at the moment. Auckland FC, but to lose 4-0, it's just a real shock for everyone, not just Auckland, but for the entire league. And now, like, if Victory are to win tonight, they will go top of the table. They will go top of the table. West United, I mean, just incredible. West United now, with their win today, have now gone up to 5th on the ladder. It's pretty incredible. Justin says, Western were never far away from being good. They're proving it lately. Justin reckons, Krasdog reckons here that I think Victory lose because Kisnorbo left. Luke, it's a fair question to ask here. Could this be the honeymoon period wearing off for Auckland or just a bump in the road? Both. Both. I'll explain. I think this is a bump in the road. I think Auckland will still be one of the top teams this season. I do think the honeymoon period is over. They were so good in the first couple months of this season, man. They've been great. And there's been so much energy around them already. But I think, especially now they've got a few more away games now. They were away to Melbourne City last week, drawing 2-2. They're away to Mariners next week, which could be interesting. So, yeah, it's sort of them. They've just been pulled back to reality a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I think Auckland are still a fantastic team. They've got a great squad, and they will be strong all season. But yeah, I think this is a bump in the road for them. I do think so. But look, it'll be an interesting one for Steve Corica to really analyse to see what went wrong. Because this team, who have been, especially defensively, so good. How have they conceded 4 goals out of nowhere? Crazy. Hello, Ethan. Ethan asks, is Jamie McLaren going to Victory? I don't think so. That would be surprising. Only Edits asks, have you noticed how many great young attackers Australia have, mainly from the A-League? Noah Botic, Archie Goodwin, Moture, Waddingham, Sapsford, Jed Drew, Arief Piol. There's so many to name, and you've named many fantastic ones. And yeah, look, that's one of the great things about the A-League, the fact that, we've been producing in the A-League. We produce so many top young players, and especially at, attacking players. There's been some fantastic ones, hey? Nestor Nkunda, obviously now at Bayern Munich. We've been talking about him a little bit tonight as well, hey? But as you say there, I mean, there's a bunch of guys here in the players you mentioned there, only Edis, that could secure overseas moves in the near future. Like Botic, like Goodwin, Waddingham. Yeah. And they're getting game time in the A-League, which is always great to see as well. Thoughts on our chances on Monday night? Look, I'd love to see Mariners. I'd love to see us get a result. I do acknowledge MacArthur's quality and how dangerous their attackers are. If we can come away with a draw, I think if we can keep MacArthur scoreless in the first half, we are a chance to win the game. I think that's the key thing. That is the key. But yeah, I did for those who don't know as well, obviously this channel is now called Ozwatch Football. It was formerly Coastwatch Football. For those that don't know, this is now Ozwatch Football. Coastwatch Football is now a separate channel as a dedicated Mariners fan channel. So if you're interested in dedicated Mariners fan content, you can check out the new Coastwatch Football channel. My match preview for the Macarthur Mariners game is out now on that channel where I discuss both teams and how that game might pan out. So feel free to head over to Coast Watch Football, the new channel, for my Macarthur Mariners preview. Krasdog, with the sad face, says, I wish Archie didn't leave the Jets. Yeah, look, he was a bit of a fan favourite at Newcastle, wasn't he? And it was a surprising one that they did let him leave. And he's clearly loving life at Adelaide so far. Yeah. Adam Taggart to victory. I mean, that would surprise me. They've already got 100 strikers. When I say 100, I mean 3, of course. That would be truly surprising if Adam Taggart was to go to Melbourne Victory. I'll be watching for sure. Go Mariners. Yeah, dude. I mean, Mariners especially need a win after our result last week, which was unacceptable to lose 4-0 at home. Let's have a quick chat about some of the other games this round. Earlier today, Brisbane Roar 0, Perth Glory 1. I think the big talking point from this game, obviously, Perth Glory, congratulations to them for winning a football game. David Williams scoring the one and only goal in this game. It was a really scrappy encounter. Brisbane Roar, this was the game they had to win at home, and they lost it against a poor Perth Glory team. Ruben Zadkovic, surely time is up for the Brisbane Roar head coach. I mean, has he you guys let me know if on social media if there's been an announcement, if Zadkovic has been sacked. Because I tell you what, it could happen in any time now, surely. I would not be surprised if we do get an announcement that Zadkovic has been let go. We'll see. We'll see that. We'll see. Look, Brisbane weren't terrible today, I thought. They easily could have snatched an equalize at the end there. They were pushing. Credit to Glory for holding on and keeping a clean sheet as well. It's their second clean sheet of the season. This is the other crazy game from this round. Adelaide 3, Sydney 3. Archie Goodwin with the Reds. Stephen Mork has 4 goals in 5 games. And for Sydney FC, Douglas Costa. What a performance. We finally got this superstar performance from Douglas Costa that we've been waiting for, and finally gets his first goal for Sydney FC. Fantastic. The Sky Blues coming from 3-1 down. 3-1 down, so, 54th minute. Well, all the way up to the 89th minute, Sydney were trailing 3-1. Douglas Costa steps up, scores in the 89th minute, and then sets up Courtney Perkins' goal. And Sydney come away with a point, Big result there for Sydney, because another loss. Because they were in free fall, Sydney FC, and another loss. And they were well and truly slipping down the ladder. Adelaide, though, they'll be disappointed that they didn't win. Another game that they didn't win at home. They failed to beat Perth Glory at home as well. But Adelaide's still looking very good. Let's have a look at the ladder as well as how it stands. Halftime here in the Melbourne Derby. We've got City and Victory. And City, as you can see with this result, have now jumped ahead of Victory on goals 4. Level on points, level on goal difference. Goals 4, they are now above. City are up at the 3rd as it stands at halftime. At Victory, though, if Victory were to come back and win tonight, they go top of the table over Auckland. So that's the big goal. Nama, good question. Do you think Ariath Piol's bicycle kick should be goal of the season? I think so. Yeah, it'll be hard to beat. That was one of the greatest A-League goals I've ever seen. It's one of the greatest A-League goals. I'm still. Look, it's a funny thing to be mad about, but I'm still. Just bemused as to how Terry Antonis's long-range goal from basically the halfway line didn't win goal of the season last season. That's something that I don't know if people are talking about that. As we know, a few weeks ago, it was announced that Antonis goal from last season was nominated for the Pushkas Award, right? That goal did not win goal of the season in the A-League. Bruno Fornaroli against the Mariners in the early on the regular season, which was a great goal, don't get me wrong. A curling effort from Fornaroli. That one goal of the season ahead of Antonis scoring from the halfway line, which just I'm just bewildered. And like, it's clearly the wrong decision because literally Antonis's goal was nominated for the Puskás Award. Yet, isn't that incredible that like a goal was nominated for the Puskás Award? It was on the world stage. Antonis's goal was on the world stage, and it wasn't even the best. Voted the best A-League goal of the season. Anyway, the second half is about to get underway here. Melbourne Victory, Melbourne City. City defensively strong in that first half, man. Patrick Beach has been good. What have Victory got in the second half? What have they got? We'll keep an eye on whether there's been any changes at the break. Melbourne Victory. They've had 12 shots so far. They've been piling on the pressure. It is time for the second half. Round 9 of the A-League Men's. Merry Christmas to everyone as well. Christmas time is well and truly here. But the A-League football does not stop. You better believe it. What have you got, Victory? What have you got? Have we got any changes? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. But we were talking a little bit earlier about Victory subs and, the likes of Fornaroli and Valupale, Santos, these guys could make an impact. Some attacking options for Melbourne Victory. Troy says, honestly don't care about these two teams, but hopefully the second half is good for the neutral. I'm sure the drama is not over. I'm sure we are set for even more drama in the second half. I appreciate the compliment, Ethan. Says you should be a commentator. Get Andy Harper out and you in. I actually don't mind Andy Harper. I think he's a good commentator. Ball in for City. Bajic. Politidis back for Bajic. He shoots. Bajic. His shot goes wide. Nice little opening early on in the second half for City. G'day, Thomas. Thanks for tuning in. Says, hey, mate, missed the game so far. What's the verdict? It's been entertaining. I mean, City with the lead, but Victory have had more shots on goal. 12 shots for Victory up to this point. Melbourne City have been defending pretty well, to my eyes. They've been pretty well organised at the back. But Victory's attackers are looking dangerous. Arzani, Piskopov gotten into some good positions. Machash has had a couple sights on goal as well. And as Thomas says here, yep, looks like City would be very happy. Jonathan Cohen, great goal too, was. It was the 16th minute where City opened the scoring. Victory have to make sure they stay disciplined at the back here while they push for this equalizer. A second goal here for City in the second half could be enough to seal 3 points here. And again, a win here for City, and they jump over Melbourne Victory into third place. Again, here's a look at the lineups. At the moment, no changes at halftime. No changes. Certainly Victory have much more experience on the bench. Very youthful bench tonight for Melbourne City. Here's a chance for them. Over the top, Mehmeti. Mehmeti's away. Mehmeti. Oh, what a chance. Mehmeti fired. Ball over the top from Ugarkovic was very good. I mean, where's Victory's defense again? But Mehmeti, oh, what a chance, dude. He tried to go for sort of that near post. He should have gone for the far post, man. Should have gone to the right, surely. Aurelio Vidmar can't believe it. He kicks out of some water bottles in frustration. Mehmeti, I mean, the young striker in a Melbourne Derby surely has to score there. Hey, man. Melbourne City, you can see when they're without the ball, they're dropping to sort of this 4-4-2 shape. Andreas Kuhn playing sort of up alongside Mehmeti. You got Garkovic drops alongside Schreiber. Wrong choice indeed, yeah. From Mehmeti there. That opportunity a moment ago. Second Melbourne Derby of the season. Crucial one. Two teams right next to each other on the ladder. Looking to maintain a spot in the top four. Great defensive work. Muscled off it. Play on. Here's Valadon, edge of the box. Valadon! Great defensive header from Cyprian, who got his head in the way. A lot of physicality in this game, man. Challenges are flying in. It's good to see. Hey, thanks, Aligators. I appreciate it. Says, I think Watch Football is a great idea from a neutral point of view for Australian football. That a dedicated Mariners channel, great idea. Thanks, Aligators. Yeah, it was something that I was thinking about for a long time, to be honest. To sort of separate it up. And yeah, this is now Watch Football. And there's a new channel called Watch Football, which is now a dedicated Mariners fan channel. So it's it's pretty simple now. Because obviously I'm a Mariners fan, but I'm also just a fan of the A-League and Australian football. So I've got Watch Football for that A-League and Socceroos and Matilda stuff, and Watch Football. You can go check out the new channel for Mariners content. Same across the social media sites as well. Another free kick opportunity here for Victory. It is a fair way out for Arzani, but you never know. He might have a go here. Patrick Beach has been good so far tonight, has made a good few saves, has been strong in the box. Oh, the close-up on Arzani. How about that? Look at that. Close-up. They've got the camera close-up on Arzani. You love it. The intensity in his eyes. Arzani shoots. Well, that's straight at Patrick Beach, and that's Arzani's second direct free kick of the night, and both have been pretty routine for Patrick Beach. Like, it was a bouncing effort, but it was straight at him. And yes, Patrick Beach did concede a free kick that did go straight at him last week, but at least he had some more plays in the wall this time around. That's a shaky clearance from Atkinson, straight up and under. And really poor from Atkinson, because look, Victory now away. Piscopo keeps it in. Oh, heavy challenge from Truin. The two number 27s going face to face. I love it though. Kai Truin. One of the more underrated players in the competition. Clean tackle as well. Sliding in on Piscopo. Piscopo didn't like it, but hey. It's a derby, Renault. Welcome to Melbourne. Liverpool fan says our match is definitely beginning to heat up right now. Yep. The tension is steadily rising. Melbourne Victory trailing here. Melbourne Victory have only lost one game so far this season. That was away to Wellington Phoenix in Unite round. We'll say away to Wellington Phoenix. Aside from that, Victory have been pretty good. Oh, bit of a push and shove off the ball here. Atkinson wasn't happy. Oh, and another push. This is well and truly bubbling now. Little flare-ups all across the pitch. Machash pushing Atkinson. Bajic into Arzani. There's lots of battles all over the pitch. And Sean Evans, the referee tonight, has a lot of work to do, I think, for the next 40 minutes or so. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this live watch along. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, support the channel. You can also consider sending through a super chat to support Auswatch Football. Melbourne Victory in opposition territory, continuing to build. They've been good. They've been good knocking the ball around, but they just haven't had enough to break past City's defence. And look at now City really looking to utilise the counter-attack. It was sort of the opposite earlier on. But now City have the lead. They're happy to sort of sit back a little bit and utilise that counter-attack. Another long ball from Cyprien. It's been a feature of the match tonight, hasn't it? Samuel Cyprien, French defender. Looking to get some players in behind, and that's clearly a tactic that Aurelio Vidmar wants. Scotty Jemison, assistant at Melbourne City, passionately barking instructions from the sideline as we speak. Thomas says, not sure about this free roll for Arzani. Yeah, we're definitely seeing him drift around the park. He is playing on the right-hand side, but he has come inside quite a lot. Arzani now has it on the right. Decent cross too. Truan's missed it! Boss! Oh, what a chance. What a chance. Casey Boss just got the contact all wrong. What a scuff. That's right. He just completely scuffed it. Oh, what a chance. And I'll tell you what, it was a huge error from Kai Truan to miss that cross. Missed the clearance and the bouncing effort from Boss. He just did not get the contact at all, hey? Wow. Corner for Victory. City, well, they get it clear. Good run from Cohen. Ambitious pass, though. Won't find a teammate. My Siri just thought I said, I said City. I thought it said Siri. Approaching the hour mark in the Melbourne Derby. A packed Damie Park. Nikos Virgos. Well, he's been very quiet, hasn't he? Virgos has been so quiet in this Derby match. He's barely seen the ball. Victory's Greek striker. Liverpool fan says, I reckon Melbourne Victory have more fierce rivalries with Adelaide and Sydney than Melbourne City. I think the City one's pretty fierce, but you are. I mean, those Adelaide and Sydney ones are very fiery as well, of course. We do have the first big blue of the season next week as well. Sydney FC host Melbourne Victory next week. So that'll be a fun one as well. That was Melbourne City's fourth offside call of the game. They've clearly trying to utilise sort of that ball over the top, trying to get in behind. Hasn't worked out too much for them just yet. Melbourne City, as it stands, jumping into third place on the ladder. Wish we had these crowds on the coast. Yeah, I mean, wish we had these crowds everywhere, hey. Great to see these derby matches, these huge crowds. And what we want to try and do, like the main mission now, is to try and convert these huge crowds. You know, there's thousands of fans here that, you know, weren't here in previous weeks, obviously. Not sure what's going on there. Arzani making some contact on Beach, and that's clearly a foul. We just got to try and convert sort of the fans that are here for this derby game, get them coming along to games every week. And that's why I'm so excited about the A-League, man. That's why we're here, and that's why we have this channel, is because I believe in the enormous potential that this competition has. The A-League's potential is sky high. And that's why we're here making content, man. We're here trying to promote it. That's why you guys are here, man, because you guys care about this league as well, as much as I do, and believe in it. And it's great to see a packed Amy Park for this Melbourne Derby. Maybe bring on Bruno, says Krasdog. That may well be the solution, because Bruno, he's good at getting himself involved in the game. He's happy to drop deep. He's happy to hold up the ball. And we just haven't really seen Nicholas Burgos at all tonight, hey? We haven't seen it at all. As Krasdog says here as well, says it's a shame that most fans only turn up for the derby and finals, not every week. Yeah, look, it's just the reality. And it's the reality for every club. Like, it's the same... Like, it's the same for, obviously, Mariners. There's obviously been a bit of talk about it online, where the Mariners crowds this season haven't necessarily been all that high yet. Obviously, we sold at the grand final. But that's going to happen with any club, man. Your team's hosting the grand final. Great chance for City. Sliding in was Politides, and it's a great save by Duncan. Great save. But just to finish my point there, as I was saying, if any team is going to host a grand final, it's obviously going to sell out. But yeah, we're going to try and get these fans coming every single week. Liverpool fan says the Big Blue next week is going to be crazy. Thomas says class from Cohen there, so close from City. Yep. Great chance. Politides sliding in. Can't believe it, man. Can't believe it. What a chance. So City with their first corner of the evening. Great aerial shot here on the broadcast. Cohen's delivery, outswinger. Ooh, Truan. Looks like he got himself to it. City want another corner, and they get it. An hour of football has been played at Amy Park, Melbourne. Melbourne Victory 0. Melbourne City 1. Victory looking for this goal, looking for a way back into this match. But City, they find a massive second goal here. Cohen with another corner. Defensive header by Burgos. City will reload from the halfway line. Bates' pass long, looking for Cohen. Duncan will claim. Victory, man. Now we've passed the hour mark. You'd imagine these substitutes will be coming on shortly. Let's tell you what someone else I think we'll have to look at. Keep an eye on coming off the bench is Nishan Volupele, Socceroos winger. Very dangerous player. He may well be brought into the fray as well. Piscopo, little pocket of space here. Piscopo, edge of the box. Shooting! Over the bar. He loves operating in those little spaces. Ren Piscopo is playing out wide, but he's drifted central quite a lot tonight. And you can see the way he just drifted past City's midfield. Got the shot away, but just couldn't keep it down. Patrick Beach, best name in the A-League, had it covered though. And we were talking about the substitutes just a moment ago, and Victory are going to make some moves. Fornaroli is getting ready to come on as we speak. So as Volupele says, Liverpool fan, there we go. I mean, two fantastic players to bring on. And this is why I always say Melbourne Victory have the best squad depth in the league. I don't think anyone comes close, to be honest. Ooh, Burgos winning the ball here. Piscopo. That's a Victory throw. And that will pave the way for these substitutes. It'll be interesting to see who comes off here. So Burgos is coming off. That's no surprise, I think, for Fornaroli. Burgos has been very quiet tonight. He was very good in the first derby earlier on in the season, scored in that one. So he's off for Fornaroli. Bruno's on against his former team. And Volupele is coming on to replace Daniel Arzani. Decent shift from Arzani. He looked dangerous, but you got to get Volupele on there. He brings something different. So will those changes inject a bit of life into this Melbourne Victory setup? Dude, Luke, I mean, right? It's a fair question. Luke asks, has Burgos even had the ball this game? Doesn't seem like it. I can't remember mentioning his name at all until he came off. So he's just been, and that's credit to City's defense, man. They've been good at the back. Here come Victory, though. Volupele with his first touch. Finds Machash. Volupele. Shooting. Fornaroli. It's a good save. Patrick Beach has shown up again. And I tell you what, if we're picking out a player for player of the match already, it's Patrick Beach. And Fornaroli is hyping up the Victory fans behind the goal. He was unmarked too. Beach got to do better to close him down there. 6 saves already made by Patrick Beach in this game. Corner for Victory. Teague's going to deliver. Ryan Teague. Oh, it's missed. And it's in. Roderick Miranda, the captain. City appealing, but it's 1-1 in the derby. Look at the celebrations. Devastation from City, who have been so good defensively tonight. Amy Parker ups. Miranda scores. Captain leading by example. And as Ayla Geddes says here in the live chat, Victory fans go crazy. Beach, oh my gosh. I mean, what are they appealing for, City? Well, has Machash got a hand to that? Has Machash got a hand to that ball? No, he hasn't. No, I've seen that wrong. I'm not sure what City are appealing for. As Alligator Edit says here, Patrick Beach, what happened there? I mean, he's completely missed the ball, but what are they appealing for? That maybe he hit Beach's arm? I don't know. I don't think there was enough there to suggest that Patrick Beach was being, impeded. VAR, of course, have a look at everything, but I don't think that'll be rubbed off. I think it's a goal. It is 1-1 in the derby. Liverpool fan says the atmosphere has just become so much crazier all of a sudden. Victory fans have been brought to life by that goal. Cohen in behind for City. Cohen crosses. Dukakovic! Cohen! Blocked and away. End-to-end football. City come close again. Piscopo with space on the left. This derby has been bubbling really nicely. And it's going to get even hotter in the final 20 minutes or so. Politidis, the cross, not enough to find Mehmeti, but he's going to get it back. Harry Politidis, smart pass for Cohen. Plays it back. Andreas Cohen. Cohen, he had to shoot first time there, surely. Andreas Cohen, the Austrian midfielder, had space in the box. A good opportunity. But he surely had to hit that first time there. He had the space, but Victory defenders able to get in the road there. Wow. What a game, says Liverpool fan. Great drama, man. Great drama. We love it. We always love a good Melbourne derby. It's 1-1. It's anyone's game from here. City have been doing a lot of defending. The XG, Victory at 2.11 XG. City 0.97. Fornaroli. Here we go. Here comes Bruno. He's just lost it. Oh, he's got it back. Here we go. Victory on the attack. Bruno Fornaroli. Is he going to lose it again? Fornaroli. Great block, Schreiber. Well done. The City will look to break clear. Well, since Victory scored, this game has opened up, hasn't it? And as Jay Dorr says here, Jador T, end-to-end stuff. End-to-end indeed. Beach with the delivery, away by Miranda. Schreiber can shoot, and he will! Zane Schreiber's eyes lit up from 30 metres out. But Jack Duncan was never going to be beaten from that distance. That's right. It's a bit of a basketball match at the moment, isn't it? It is indeed. End-to-end stuff. Melbourne Victory have been good in this game. I think they've deserved to get on the score sheet. They've finally got it on the hour mark. Roderick Miranda scoring. Leveling things up here in the derby. Piscopo through the middle, being closed down. And that will indeed be a yellow card. It's a pretty obvious one for Cyprian. Another booking for City. Indeed. That's 2 yellow cards for them. Kewen and now Cyprian. Both on yellows. 1-1 in the Derby. 70 minutes played. 20 minutes to go. We are approaching the climax of this match. So it's going to be another set piece opportunity here for Melbourne Victory, who, I mean, Alzani's been taking them. It hasn't quite worked out for him and for Victory so far, but Piscopo is lining this one up. Surely too far out to shoot. Patrick Beach is setting up a 4-man wall. I mean, Teague is over it as well, but I mean, this is a fair way out. This is 25, 30 meters out. Oh, Piscopo's chipped it over the top. It's been cleared away by Ugarkovic. Cyprian. Good run. Oh, the big centre back. Here he goes. Sammy Cyprian. Surely wins the foul there. He does. So again, another set piece for Victory there. Not really working out. Obviously, they scored from the corner, but free kicks, yeah. As Alligator says here, the stadium is so loud, electrifying atmosphere. Love to see it. Jador says Amy is epic. Man, I tell you what, it's scenes like these. If you ever feel like the A-League is struggling, which of course, look, the A-League has its issues. We all know that. We don't need to talk about its issues any more than they're already discussed. But the A-League has enormous potential, and nights like tonight show us that. Remind us of the enormous and glorious potential that this competition has. Look at the thousands of fans that are in the stands for this game. Near capacity, Amy Park, for a Melbourne Derby. This competition is special and has enormous potential. And here comes Melbourne City on the attack now. Left side, Politidis, away by Hamill. Luke, with an interesting question here. Do you think a proper second division could be what's needed to put Australian football on the minds and screens of Aussies outside of our international squads? I don't think so necessarily. I don't think it's. I think there's a sense that some people think it's going to sort of like solve things. I don't think it is. It's not that simple, obviously. Look, I think it'd be great to really establish sort of Australian football on like a national landscape. I can't wait for the second division, and obviously it's being introduced in sort of a smaller capacity, in a smaller way. It's like only going to be played like over a few months, but hopefully it continues to increase. Substitution for City as well. Ben Mazzio's on for Harry Politidis on the wing. But yeah, just to go back to that second division discussion, I think promotion relegation, when that eventually comes in, which might well be a long way off, that will help it a long way, very much as well too, because all of a sudden you'll have these relegation battles, which will add a whole nother layer of drama to the league. Yeah. Victory again looking to spring through midfield. Piscopo. Nice pass from Piscopo, finding Jason Guerrier, who will go backwards. And Bache has done well to get there first. And then look at the Victory fans. Bache has gone down holding the ankle, and the Victory fans on the side have erupted. They're all standing up. They're not happy. It's a derby. It's a derby, folks. Dude, look at the fans, man. Look at the Victory fans on the side. Absolutely filthy, as is Bache. Surely that's a foul on Kewen. No. Kewen wiped off it. Victory going long. As it stands, they're showing the live ladder. These two teams will maintain their respective positions on the ladder, third and fourth. Victory, a draw here, will bring them just 2 points off Auckland, who are currently still first. So the top of the table, all of a sudden, getting a whole lot tighter. With Auckland's loss early today. Here's another change. What a move here from Aurelia Vidmar. Andreas Kewen, who's worked really hard tonight, is coming off, and he's going to be replaced by young Rahmani in midfield. Here's a look at the stats as well. 21 shots for Victory, just 7 of those on target. City, 10 shots, 4 on target. Possession stats still favouring Victory. Appreciate you guys tuning in. The Melbourne Derby is heating up. Hit the like button to support the channel. Watch Football. You can check out our new channel, Watch Football, a new separate channel for dedicated Mariners fan content. MacArthur v Mariners match preview video is out right now on the Watch Football channel, the new one. $15 minutes to go. Plus injury time. We haven't really had many injuries in this game at all, have we? Not really at all. Jonathan Cohen is now on the left-hand side with Ben Nazio on the right. Cohen, of course, with the left-footed deliveries. Victory patiently building up from the back. Which team is going to go for it? Are they going to settle for a draw? It's an interesting situation where, you know, a draw, it's still a decent result for both teams. They're still in a great position on the ladder. Showing on the broadcast the injured players for City. Jimmy Jago's up there now. Naboot, Lakey, Tilio. All these guys injured. Max Caputo's still out as well. They're doing, look, it's credit to City, man. They're missing like a lot of top players and they're still looking real good. They're still getting the results. Wolfie says, I'm hoping last night's comeback from Sydney FC is the thing that kickstarts Sydney FC's season. They have Victory at home and then have a few winnable games to follow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, hey? We'll see. I still have a lot of question marks about Sydney FC, especially defensively. There's a shot. Oh, off the post. Great effort. Great effort. Melbourne Victory. They've had some good opportunities. Will they be the ones to find a second goal in this match? Long ball from Teague, Piscopo, who's been good in this match. Looking to break down the left. I reckon he's kept that ball in. Did not cross the line. But not sure what that pass was from Piscopo straight up. Alligator says, I don't want this game to be a draw. It needs one more twist. I'm sure we'll get it, dude. I'm sure we'll get it. It was Velupale a moment ago with that effort off the post. Good curling effort. And yeah, just going back to Sydney FC there, Wolfie was talking about, yep, defensively is the big issue. Yep. Yep, they've got to try and sort that out, that's for sure. Thomas says Velupale's on it tonight. He's been good since coming off the bench, hasn't he? Corner is headed away by Bayage. By Atkinson. Victory still in the attack. Fornaroli gets the throw again. So many fans in attendance. We'd love to see it. Gary up. His cross is blocked. 1-1. 1-1 in the Melbourne Derby. Again, you get the sense this might be a situation where neither team wants to risk throwing it all out for the win. They're both in decent positions, and we'll probably be happy to take the draw. Here's Fornaroli there, edge of the box. Fornaroli! Oh, what a save! Like a wave across the beach. Patrick Beach with an incredible diving stop. What a save. Bruno, oh my, says Jador. Indeed. Great save, Beach. He's definitely having a great game, contrary to last derby. Yeah, look, aside from obviously Victory's goal, aside from that, Beach has been very, very good. Beach the wave, that's right. The Beach wave, yeah. That's what we're calling it as. Yeah. Patrick Beach. Yeah, like he's been so good tonight, from aside from Victory's goal, hey. So Mehmeti's currently down with a bit of cramp. Looks like they're going to make the sub here, Melbourne City. Look at this. Roderick Miranda, I just showed him on the broadcast. He's asking more from the Victory fans, huffing them up. So a little pause in the game here. Suleimani and Talbot are going to come on for the final 10 minutes or so. Talbot. Well, Talbot's coming on forward. Zane Schreiber. Schreiber's been good tonight. Schreiber's been good in City's midfields. He's matched it with Machash. He's done well. And as Thomas says here, City making some needed changes. So Suleimani straight swap in the striker position. Suleimani coming on to replace Mehmeti, who had a great chance, man, earlier in the second half. Mehmeti should have had a second for City. Talbot's in, so that would suggest that Nathaniel Atkinson will shift into midfield, which we've seen him do a bit this season. All right, here we go. Here we go. Long range effort. What a save indeed. Jack Duncan diving and Callum Talbot with like his first touch of the ball almost scores a worldie from 20 meters out. Great power. Great power. And tell you what, it looked like it was going in too, right? That's a phenomenal save. We've seen some great goalkeeping saves tonight. And Jack Duncan, oh, what a save. What a stop. Callum Talbot can't believe it. What an introduction that would have been. The header goes over the corner. So, 1-1 in the Melbourne Derby. City had the lead in the first half. Victory find the equaliser, courtesy of captain Roderick Miranda. 4 saves for Patrick Beach of City. Sorry, 7 saves for Patrick Beach of Melbourne City. 4 saves for Jack Duncan. So the goalkeepers have been very busy in this match. If it wasn't for them, probably have more of a goal fest. Thomas, that's right. Says I'm loving this game. No idea what's going to happen. Yeah, it feels like it could swing either way. Like both teams are having good chances now. Both teams are having great opportunities. I mean, Talbot with that long range effort. Fornaroli came close before. Nick Shanfalupale hit the post about 10 minutes ago. Like, there's chances all over the place. That's going to be who's going to step up, who's going to take their chance. Thomas also says there's at least another goal to be had. 83rd minute. It's been a great match. It's been a fantastic derby. The first one was good. It had its drama. This one has been fiercely contested as well. Liverpool fan here says could go either way now. Great firepower on both sides. 2 goalkeepers having a great game. Yeah. The goalkeepers have done really well. They've matched it so far. Obviously, we have gotten a couple goals, but both goalkeepers have been good tonight. Free kick for Victory near the halfway line. Can they get one of their star players on the ball here? Boss up on the left. City, they've been really disciplined at the back all game, City, in general play. I'm going to make sure they maintain that. Forward pass from Mazzio was not ideal. Here's a chance. Talbot's caught out of position. Boss, Piscopo. Nice from Renault. Good control. Doesn't have the support there. He needs someone to come short to receive that one. Jador says Victory look more keen and likely. Yeah. Indeed, eh? 1-1. With 5 minutes to go. Look, I don't think we'll get much injury time too, eh? We've barely had any stoppages. Maybe a couple minor injuries, but nothing serious, which is good. Oh, Walken. Oh, it's a terrible challenge from Ugarkovic. And look at the Victory players coming over. Ugarkovic has sliced Piscopo in half. And the Victory players aren't happy. And there's a bit of push and shove. Miranda's having some words. I mean, it's a yellow. It's no more. It's nothing more. It's a derby challenge. It's a yellow card. That's it. Play the game. Play the game. So, Melbourne Victory. Long-range free kick here. Teague is going to deliver. Can he find a teammate in the box? Miranda's up there again. Miranda's already scored from a set piece. Teague. Delivery's all right. City deal with it, dude. City deal with it, and they're coming away on the counter-attack. Soleimani needs the right pass here. Goes short for Cohen. He's up now. Mazzio. Oh, the flat, yeah. I thought there might have been an offside there. I think it was that pass to Mazzio. Damn. Jador says that's because the ref didn't issue Ugarkovic yellow in the first. I can't remember that one. I can't remember the previous one. If there was a potential for another yellow card. But yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe that's what they were upset about. A couple more changes here for Melbourne Victory. Santos and Traore on. So Traore straight swap at left back for Boss. Boss has been lively down the left. And Santos is going to replace. He's going to replace Piscopo. Piscopo's been good tonight, man, as well. Again, dangerous on the left. He's had the opportunities. So Valupale is now out on the left side. Santos on the right. You can just see like the difference in like the benches. Hey, I mean, City really having to rely on youth. And for Melbourne Victory, they've got some really experienced quality players they can bring on. Hey. They're showing the Paramount Player Index. Patrick Beach is up there with a pretty high rating. Zani's there. Cohen as well. Cohen's been good tonight. Obviously got the goal in the first half. A really nice goal too. Ugarkovic trying to drive forward. Again, wrestling for it. Great passion from both sets of players. We are in the dying stages of this derby match. Join us live tomorrow night for our A-League Live round recap. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Ryan Teague, again, going to take a long-range free kick. Is this the moment for Victory? Is this it? Too heavy. Too heavy on the delivery. Was never going to find a teammate. It was Valadon, in fact, who sent it in. Just way too deep there. Completely mistimed, misjudged the delivery of the ball. Arthur Dillis in charge of Victory tonight for the first time, with Patrick Kisnorbo departing the club. They've been good. 1-1. There's still time. There is still time. Going to be a very nervy ending indeed. How much injury time will we have too? We'll wait and see. Ball comes in. Heavy challenge on Bajic. Not happy with the contact. And has he got the free kick? I think he has. I mean, it's definitely a foul. It was pretty heavy from Santos. Clearly wiping Bajic off the ball. Some of the Victory fans aren't happy with it. 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes of added time. Melbourne Victory 1. Melbourne City 1. Patrick Beach is going to send it long. Gary up as well to win the header, sending it forward. Talbot goes long to absolutely no one. Both teams may be content to hold on to the draw here. You get the sense that Victory are the ones with a little bit more adventure about them. Committing maybe some more numbers forward. You can see the press here from City's nice. Victory just trying to play out. They go long now. Fornaroli is never going to get to that. One ball from Miranda. Finds no one. Anything can happen in 5 minutes, Timmy. Exactly. Exactly. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this live watch along. Hit the like button to support the channel. And stay subscribed. More watch alongs just like this throughout the season. Page sends it long. Carrier lets us bounce. That was an interesting decision. Victory get away with it. Oh, bit of space from Machash. You can't do that. It is pass. Well done. As is Page cutting it off. Machash wins it back. And that's a throw in. 3 minutes to go. As is Bajic stretching out here, taking his time with the throw. 1-1. Two teams. Interesting to see how they go this season. Victory away next week to Melbourne. Sorry, it's Sydney FC. Melbourne City, they have their eyes on a New Year's Eve clash away to Central Coast Mariners. One ball here. Fornaroli wrestling with Trewin. Well done, Kai Trewin, just using his body there. City have the throw deep in their own half with barely minutes remaining here. Thomas, thank you very much for the kind super chat, my friend. Says thanks for the coverage, mate. Thomas, thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And I appreciate the kind super chat. Appreciate the support. It's been a genuinely entertaining game too. This has been a great round of football already. We've had some incredible results. 3-3 last night between Adelaide and Sydney. Earlier today, a shocking result. Auckland losing at home. 4-0. 4-0 loss at the hands of Western United. Perth Glory get their first win of the season over Brisbane Roar. 1-0. Pressure on Ruben Zakovic at Brisbane. And here tonight, a fiercely contested Melbourne Derby. And it might not be over yet because Soleimani's away here. Well done, Miranda, getting back and just poking it away, though. That's really well done. And no Victory can streak clear. Valupale. Oh, the through ball's delightful. Fornaroli! Oh, what a chance. Nishan Valupale with a world-class through ball. And Fornaroli can't get the shot off. What a pass. That is incredible. And they get back. They get back. Bajic is there to clear it away. And look at Aziz Bajic just exploding in anger. Who knows why? At the ref, at his teammates, who knows? It's Victory's 10th corner of the game. It might be their last chance of the match. Digs in swinger, away by Samuel Suprian. And look at the big French defender chasing it up too. Wow, man. Seconds remaining in this match. Seconds remaining. Victory still on the attack. Two players collide and go down. Hamel's on the floor. Volupile, a poor touch. Miranda. Drama everywhere, man. Talbot heads it out. Victory on the throw. There's 10 seconds remaining. Volupile, nice little run, but runs out of turf. Wins it back and loses it again. That might be time. Throw in here for Victory. And that's full time. Well, a thoroughly entertaining derby match ends in a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Cannot believe Bruno missed, says J-Dog. What a chance. Thomas says Bruno's having nightmares. I mean, that is his chance, isn't it? That is what you're brought on to do, man. Came on in the second half. Nikos Virgos was quiet. Playing up top for Victory. Fornaroli on. And can't do it in that crucial moment. Credit to Patrick Beach, who made himself big. He came out. And Azaz Bajic tracking back to clear it away. I mean, nervy moments at the back there, but it is full time. 1-1. 1-1. Look, great games for both goalkeepers, man. Patrick Beach, I mean, despite that error for Miranda's goal, Patrick Beach was fantastic, and I'd probably still give him man of the match. Cohen was, scored a fantastic goal as well. Victory were good, man. Victory were very good going forward. Piscopo was dangerous all night. Machash was good. Miranda with a goal. And defensively, both teams were good, man. I thought City were very, very good defensively as well. Agree, Lockie. Thanks all. Have a good night. I hope you guys have a great night as well. And make sure to join us tomorrow night for our live round recap. It's tomorrow, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, right here on the Oz Watch Football channel. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much to Thomas for the very kind super chat earlier in the evening as well. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday nights, and I'll see you in about just under 24 hours' time for our live round recap. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.